Hi, everyone. Hello. Sorry again for the delay. Just trying to set up and figure things out. But we are going to officially do some more painting today. I'll wait till a couple people log on. Let me post that I'm live streaming here. Hold on. Let's see how I can do this. I guess I'll copy the live stream and then I'll paste it into Google Classroom so you can see that I'm live streaming here. Um, so live streaming now on YouTube. Here we go. Uh, let's do, we're doing Sailor Moon painting. Okay. Let's do, actually. Okay. Let's see, let's go back to the live. All right, cool. So for my folks who are just coming in, this is Miss Ali. We're doing a live stream painting. This is kind of what I started with already. What I'm doing is I'm just painting like a Sailor Moon painting with acrylics. What I'm going to actually do right now, though, if you can see, I have my kind of like my version here, my sketch that I made. I have my paints. I'm going to actually, well, those are my necklaces. You know, I have a lot of necklaces. I'm going to kind of set up the paint palette here. So here's my paint palette with my different paints going on. You can see it's really messy, right? Like I've used this so much. This is my at-home paint palette. So I'm just going to start with getting the paints together and setting up while more people log on. While I'm doing that, just a couple of reminders. We have the, oh yeah, I'm not wearing my glasses. Probably should put those on. Where are they? We have the art choice board assignments that are due tomorrow. So tomorrow is Friday, so they're both due tomorrow by 5 p.m. on Friday. Also, the weekly question is due tomorrow as well. So just keeping that in mind. How is everyone? You know, like how are all of you? We are almost a week through with this online learning, and I know it's overwhelming. You're getting emails every day, you're getting text every day from your teachers. It's a lot, and so I definitely just hear my dog. At the end of the video, you'll get to see my dog. It'll be fun. But yeah, just remind me. But yeah, just how is everyone? Because it's been a lot, and I just wanted to check in and make sure you all were doing okay. Um, so yeah, this is hi everyone. This is Miss Ali's live stream. Let me. I guess if you want to put some music on the background, I don't really know how to do live stream, YouTube, and music at the same time. I haven't quite got there yet. I was gonna put something on my phone or whatever, but yes, so let's kind of get set up here with the painting. So what I have here also are my paintbrushes that I'm going to use today. So you can use any paintbrushes you want to get started. Again, for my folks who are just coming into the live stream, I'm kind of just doing a free painting, a fun painting. There was one of the artboard choices where it said you can paint a cartoon character or anime character that you like. And so I'm doing Sailor Moon anime painting. That's kind of what I'm doing today. If you have paint at home, you can do that. But if you don't have paint at home, you can just draw with a pencil or a paper. It's very cool. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I have my different paints here. I got these from Michaels. They're 50 cents each, so they're really inexpensive. I got a lot of bright colors because I know Sailor Moon's really bright and fun. Wanted to make a rainbow Sailor Moon. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to put the paint in here. Not too much, so you can kind of see just a little bit, right? But just a little bit of paint. Then I already painted the background blue a little bit. This is just a starting piece to kind of just show you the different colors. What I'm actually going to be doing is more blending, and I'm going to put more layers and blend the colors together, which is really fun. So I'm going to get some blue again here. Some blue here. I have a couple more colors that I'm going to use today. So I have some more reds, some greens over here. I need to go grab a yellow. I have some white. So white acrylic paint is also really good to use just in general whenever you're painting. if you want to get a lighter hue, remember, a lighter color, you're going to mix any of the colors with white, and that creates a tint. Okay. Oh, hi, Jose. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Jaden. Hope you're doing well. I miss both of you. I miss all of you so much. It's so weird to be online here and not seeing your faces and getting to talk with you, but happy you stopped by to check in. Um, Hope you all are doing well. Hope your family's okay. Hi, Junelli. Hello. I knew I would get Junelli with saying Sailor Moon anime painting. Haha. But yes, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm just doing some putting some white paint here real quickly. So I got some white paint. I also need yellow, I think. I need to go get yellow for my paint cart. Like show you my paint cart, but it's very messy. This is kind of my little studio that I have here. Get yellow. Let's get this yellow, I think is better. Okay, so again, these are the paints that I'm using. I got them from like Michael's for 50 cents, so it's not too bad. Hi, Juan. Hello. Hello. Thank you. Thank you, Janelli. Like I said, I'm getting started. This is the sketch I made, so you can see the sketch, right? So I made this sketch here on like a digital computer. And then so what I did was I drew lines like a grid, and then I made it bigger here. So eventually this is what we're going to end up with, right? So very fun. So I did kind of the basics, and now what we're going to go and do is we're going to do some more shading and layering so that we'll mix things like this together so it doesn't look so random. I dropped the Sailor Moon. Oh no. Yeah, that was from when I was a kid. I got that little scepter there. Very cool. But yes. Oh, thank you, Jose. Very fun. Thank you, Jaden. Very cool. Yeah. So it's really fun. I like doing painting at home in my own little space because you can kind of have everything together. But it's something that I want to do hopefully with all of you, is do more like painting things, watercolor, stuff like that. So let's just get these here. The last one right here. Very cool. Okay, so I have all my paints mixed here. I have all the paints that I put on here. Oh, I forgot green. Green is the last one I forgot. Green. And then actually I do want a little blue. So yep, so I have a little rainbow going on here. Yeah, a little light blue here. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do, is I'm going to move all these over. Okay. So now I guess what I'm gonna kind of do is just go in with my brush, and I'm gonna add a little bit more details, a little bit more layers to this, which is really fun. Okay, I'm gonna, let's see. Let's start, I think, with some, I'm gonna start with this color here, this like kind of light pink, hot pink color. And I'm gonna mix a little bit of white to it. So what you see me doing here is I'm making this kind of like light pink color, which is fun. Mix that together. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back into this part right here, the area down here, and I'm gonna add a little bit more of this light pink color. So you see I'm adding a little bit more of that light pink color right here. All right. Hope you are all doing things that will not only de-stress you, but relax you during this time. I know that that this is just, it was so sudden that we're no longer in, on Discovery Campus in school, but it's really important to know that you can always reach out to your friends. You can chat with them. You probably all have a lot of group messages. You can reach out to them. A little bit of a darker pink here now, and kind of see what I'm doing. There we go. It's a little darker pink here now. Gonna add a little bit of red too. So right now I have that pink and that red mixed together on my brush. And then that's just gonna mix this all together really nicely. Very fun. Wish I knew how to put music on. That'd be so cool. Put some Sailor Moon music on. Where's Saul? Saul Espinal. He's in our 8th period class. Has anyone been able to talk to him? Reach out to all your friends, check in with them, see how they're doing. Google Classroom can be really overwhelming. I know that a lot of the teachers are always sending out emails and posts every single day. and saying like we have to do this assignment and that assignment. I'm doing that as well. So just know that if things get overwhelming at all, you can always, reach out to your teachers, reach out to your friends and like chat with them about it. Make sure you're staying, connect and texting with everyone. It's really important during this time. So, yeah. Okay. So now I've got more of this color here going, this pink going right here, which is really fun. Okay. Okay. Now I have here a cup of water. I'm gonna rinse my brush out right here, just like a plastic cup I got from the dollar store. Um, Rinse that out. And then something that you always want to have when you're painting is just some like tissue, so that way you can wipe the brush clean. And if you see, I rinsed the brush, but you can still kind of see there's some pink paint on that. So you're gonna want to kind of rinse it again, do a second wash here. It's in the color really nice pink color, which is cool. Sailor Moon's so fun. All right. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go back in with my blue color, and I'm gonna add a lot more. Ooh, oh my god! I'm gonna add a lot more blue to this. So I'm gonna add blue, this color here, this blue, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of white and mix that together. Doo-doo. Okay. Then I'm gonna start up here by the neck area, and I'm gonna mix this together like this. And already you can see how bright it is, how much it pops, right? So if I'm looking at my example, what I sketched out there, this part here is going to be really bright and really stand out on the face. Okay. And you can see, even though I have one layer already, adding another layer just makes it look even more blue. It's really, really cool. Okay. So again, this is something that if you have paint, you can try at home. I used a canvas that I bought at Michael's, and the canvas was maybe $4 or $5. So all this could be with less than $10. But if you're stuck at home and you don't have access to these resources, something you can do, which is really fun, is take one of a cereal box, right? So like after you use it, use a cereal box or use like a pasta box, and that can be a canvas that you paint on, right? So like the box itself has cardboard, and that cardboard can hold acrylic paints really well. Maybe I'll show you a tutorial of how to do that. That'll be really fun. Yeah, so cardboard boxes are really good for painting, like pretending it's canvas. It's something that we all have because I don't know about you, but my family like bought a lot of pasta when we found out we had to stay at home. We bought a lot of pasta. So let me go back in. Notice I added a little bit more white here, so this is going to be even brighter than before. Okay. I'm starting to feel my brush getting drier, right? So something that helps with that, a tip, is to just take a little tiny bit of water, just a little bit, and just dip that in, wipe the edges, and then now I get much more use out of my brush. It's a lot smoother. Okay. This is like if Bob Ross did anime painting. I wonder, no, maybe they did trees and things like that. Yeah. Very fun. Okay. So while that seeps in there, while it dries, I'm going to take a little bit of a darker blue, and I'm actually going to mix that in so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm taking a little bit of a darker blue, and I'm mixing that in with the original pink that I made, that pink color. So if you remember on your color wheels, right, purple or violet and blue were right next to each other, right? And there's red. When you mix blue and red together, you get violet. So what I'm doing is I'm adding more of that red color to the blue. Okay. And that creates this kind of like mix here. The whole point is I want to blend this together. I want to blend it together. I want to make it look like the colors just kind of fall into each other, right? And a little bit more here. You can go up here. And this is whenever I told you with watercolor pencils, or I told you with um, doing the color pencil drawings, and I would always say you have to blend it together. This is an example of what I meant, right? So you blend it together like this. Okay. Now I'm going to take that original pink color again. I haven't cleaned my brush because I still want a little bit of the blue, right? I want to keep blending it together. So I haven't cleaned my brush yet. So I'm going to take a little bit more of the pink here. Ah, look at that. So I'm going to blend it together. And again, this takes more than one layer. This is a second layer I'm starting to work with that you're seeing. It takes a while. It takes a lot of like drawing and waiting and things like that, but it's okay. Hello from my folks who just joined. This is Miss Ali here, just doing a fun little painting tutorial live stream, so you can kind of see my face. You can kind of just say hello. I don't know where I put my glasses, so you're seeing no glasses Miss Ali today. Happens sometimes, we all go through it. Okay, and I'm noticing here that it's not quite matching. I forgot that I put a little red here, so I'm gonna actually take a little bit of red. Makes a difference for the blending. And yes, it's going to blend together very nicely. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm pretty happy with what I have right here, so I'm just going to let that be for a minute. I'm going to wash my brush and kind of see if I can see. What can I look up? What song can I look up here? I'll go on Spotify. I feel like everyone likes the Box song. No? Let's see. Box song. What is that Box song called again? The Box. I'll put that song on for all of you. Yes. I actually don't know if you can hear it. I don't know if that actually matches with Sailor Moon drawing. Maybe I'll put on Sailor Moon theme songs. Right? This can be after. I'll put Sailor Moon on after. Okay. So let's see. What part should I work on next? Let's work on this part over here. I think let's let this area dry and then we'll come back to it. Let's work up here for now. So what we'll do is we're going to make this yellow-orange color again and then blend that in just a little bit more because I'm not quite happy with how this blended together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my yellow. I have a very bright yellow here. Very fun. I'm going to create a space for it and then I'm going to mix white with it. Now, so this is what happens when I mix just yellow and white together. Look at the difference, but it's not quite this color here. This is the color I want. This has more of an orange kind of feel to it. So if you remember what makes orange, yellow, and red, very good. So I'm going to add just a little bit of red here. And notice when you add just a little bit of red, it actually creates this very, very dark peach color. It's kind of like a skin tone in a way, the beginnings of a skin tone. Not exactly a skin tone, but the very beginnings of one, right? So what I'm going to do, this is dripping. Oh, nobody told me. Normally, if you were all there, you'd be like, Miss, it's dripping. Okay, so I'm going to mix, I'm going to take actually that white that's dripping there, and I'm going to put it over here. Okay, mix this here. Good thing it didn't drip on my phone. That was good. Now we're getting more of this color. Excellent. So I'm going to take some more yellow. It's getting me the color that I want even more. Some more white. Oops, some blue snuck in there. That's all right. Okay. Oh my God, that's what he says. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to create this part here. And just go back in and add this color in here. Now notice it's kind of layering over this this pink area, and that's okay. That's totally fine. That's what I want. We're just gonna layer it together a little bit more. Okay. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna do is we're gonna go back in with, I think, let's do red. A little bit of red in here. And now we're gonna blend that together very nicely. Very cool. Ah, yes. So now I'm getting more of the blend that I want. Add that a little bit more there. And I'm just gonna keep literally just dipping my my brush into the red and adding more and more red each time. Okay. There we go. Very cool. Very nice. Adding more red each time. Oh, got a little bit too much of that yellow peach color there, but it's okay. I'm just gonna keep going back. Very fun. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is add a little bit of that pink again from the beginning. A little bit of pink. And there we go. Now we're starting to see this this nice blending where it becomes more of a red. Okay. All right. Okay, very cool. Very nice. Hi everyone, welcome to this live stream today. We're just doing some painting with some Sailor Moon anime drawing or anime painting here. Very fun. Just checking in on all of you, just seeing how you all are doing. Leaving the comments space is a space if you want to say hi, if you want to check in with your friends. This is just a space for you to kind of just be, you know. It's very difficult being cooped up at home sometimes, or if you all have responsibilities that you need to take care of people at home. You know, it's a lot. So your friends are here for you. Your teachers are here to support you and all those things. Check in with you. We're here for you. Yeah. Fun stuff. We're actually, your teachers and I have been talking. We're actually going to start some sort of group advisory, kind of group check-in with all of you. And so we'll let you know more details about that. Some of your teachers might have already reached out to you about this. I'm just waiting to solidify some things. I might reach out to you tomorrow or Monday. Each teacher is going to, you know, just have a group of kids where we just check in with you, and we're just making sure you all are okay. And if you need any support with Google Classroom, with your academics, anything like that, we're here for you, okay? So you don't have to go through this alone. You don't have to face this alone. We're all here for you. Clean my little desk here. I kind of made a mess. It's okay. Move that over. I have a lot of tissue here that I can use. I prepared in advance. Okay. So yeah, if you see, this is kind of a better blend than before. Some of you might be like, this looks no different. I'll send a finalized picture of what this is going to look like, but it looks a little bit different. Okay. I think what I'm going to do now is start adding some purple. So if you notice, there's a little bit of purple here before I blend into blue. So I just want to emphasize that a little bit, but not make it take over the entire painting. So what I'm doing, I'll show you, is I'm mixing a little bit of this color purple with some white. So that's how I'm getting that kind of shade. Oh, that is true. Okay, shade. I said shade, but I didn't add any black. So let me just add a little bit of, oh, I actually don't have black. So let me take it back. I'm not going to create a shade. I'm going to create a darker purple. Eventually, I said darker purple. It's going to start out light, and then it's going to go a little bit darker. And you keep going darker. There we go. See that darker shade? I keep seeing shade. Darker purple coming in. There we go. Now here's my challenge: is I have to mix it and blend it with both the red pink over here and the blue over here. So it's going to be very interesting. Let's see how we do this. So I'm going to take some dark blue right here. I'm going to mix that in. And then I'm going to go back in here like this. Some more dark blue. There we go. Just keep going with your brush back and forth. Here we go. Add some white. I added some white just now just to blend this all together. Okay. Now I feel, when you start to feel the canvas pulling a little bit, that means that you need more water, right? So I'm just going to add a little bit more water. When my canvas pulling, it's like you feel like your paintbrush is kind of dragging. You know when you drag your jokes in the classroom? Yeah, that's how it feels like. Yes. I can still call you out when we're not in the classroom. Absolutely. You know me, I'm Miss Ellie. So I'm going to go back in now, add some more blue. It's a lot of blue. I'll take a little less blue. Okay. Go in here. And it's okay. This is all about blending, adding more than one layer. The really cool thing about acrylic, this is the type of paint that I'm using, acrylic paint, is that you can keep on adding more and more layers each time. So if you don't feel happy with what you put down on the canvas the first time, you can go back and do another layer. Now I'm going to go back in and take some, still I haven't washed my brush yet. I want it all to blend together. I want all these colors together. So I'm going to take some light purple here. Okay. And then I'm going to take some red here. Kind of mix that together. I'm going to get a little bit more purple, a little bit more red. And then I'm going to mix that in. Ah, yes. This is the color that I'm looking for. Very cool. Still not blending the way I want it to. We can kind of see it's still not blending the way I want it to. But we're working on it. Now I'm going to try something. It might not work out the way I want it to. But I'm going to wash my brush. Really clean. Always wash your brushes. Don't let the paint dry inside the brushes, okay? All right. Oh. I don't want to say people are dumb. Let's go back to Sailor Moon songs. All right. I'm a fan. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's add a little bit more pink. Ran out of my pink here. I'm just going to add a little bit more. Okay. I'm going to go back in and just add some pink. There we go. And this gets to even blend down here, which is really fun. Yes. Very cool. You can blend it up here, cover those parts. Very fun. There we go. That's the kind of blend that I want. Cool. All right. So now what part should we work on next? Maybe I'll work on this part here. So I have some green. Let's see, check the time. Oh, cool. So we have a little less than 30 minutes together. We have about 24 minutes left together on this live stream here. Okay. Okay. So right now I'm taking some green, right? Mixing it with some white. And then actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this with a little bit of yellow too. So this is on my brush right now, green with white. I'm going to mix a little bit of yellow together. Some white. Okay, so this is the color I kind of ended up with. So what I'm going to start doing is right here in the middle, in between this dark green and remember the color that we just made, this yellow color right here? And I'm just going to start adding this in. Add a little bit of water. I'm a fan. I'm gonna add some little bit. See how much green I put on there? Just a little bit of green. Keep going. Keep going. You're gonna get there. Don't be scared. You're gonna get to that dark green. There we go. Okay. And add a little more green. There we go. Cool. Very nice. So that's a lot more blended in now. That looks so much different than before when it was just like very obviously orange, very obviously green, very obviously like peach yellow. So it blends a lot better together. Okay, cool. All right. Now here's a fun technique that I'm gonna do. Sometimes it works really well, sometimes it doesn't. You just need to have a little bit of control. So I have this fun brush. And again, all these brushes I've just kind of gotten from friends. I've gotten from the art store. So you can get brushes where like they're in a pack for $4 or $5. And so this one was in a pack. This one was in a different pack, right? So just buy, if you ever get time to like go to the store and buy some brushes, you can just buy a pack that's like a beginner pack. But this was from my beginner pack. So it's this brush where it kind of has this slant, right? It's an angular brush. It's really fun. The bristles are synthetic, so that means like they're man-made bristles. It's a cheaper brush. It's kind of a student grade brush. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this brush. I have no water on it, completely dry. And I'm just gonna go like this. Now it doesn't look like I'm doing anything, but what I'm actually doing is I'm pulling the color and kind of blending it together more. No water to blend, I'm just taking the color itself and I'm blending that. I'm gonna go this way and blend the color. And so you see I've done something because now the brush is green, right? So you might not see it initially. And then what I'm gonna do is take my wet brush and just do some last minute blending here. Just with the brush, blend things together. Let me just take some white. How does it look on there? Looks like I just added some white, and I'm going to take my dry brush again. Now you can kind of see the difference here. There we go. Okay, so that blended it together really well. Okay, so we have a little time left. A solid 14 more minutes. Yeah, 14 more minutes. Okay, I'm gonna go right till 2 o'clock. All right. So let's see, what else can we do? I feel really good about this section here. I think I'm gonna call it, and then I'm gonna work on this section a little bit more. But let's add her eyes in, all right? Or let's add her one eye I have here. So let's use a super thin brush. Let's use a super small brush here. Now what I'm gonna actually do is take blue. This is the blue color that I'm using. And I'm actually gonna move the water out of the way. And I think her eye was gonna go right here. So that's where her one eye is gonna go. And then the other eye is gonna go right here. Okay. So now I've officially added in her eyes, which is really fun. Okay. And according to my sketch, she has her eyelid, which is super, super thin right here. So I'm just gonna add that in. Okay. And then her eyebrow. So her eyelid is here. And actually, I might need a thinner brush, but I don't really have a thinner brush. So we're gonna make some magic happen in a second. But okay. So what I'm gonna do is take some more of that blue, and then I'm gonna add her eyebrows just like that. Very fun. Okay. And then here I'm gonna add her nose. So start of her nose right here. You're just a beautiful and young lady. You have to leave this moment and try to break free. Cause it will not last, so will be the past. The light will shine with you. You're like a flower just about. Okay. So it's kind of just the beginning of her face, just right there, just to label it out, show that's where her face is. I'm gonna wash my brush. Okay. All right, now what should we do? We can go back in and work on this section here, and then this one up here. So let's do actually the top first here, and then we'll go back with this one. Kind of get that figured out, and then by then this area should be a lot more dry, and we can work with this area again. Okay. Again, so this is for my folks who just walked in again. This is just kind of like a check-in with Miss Ali, you know, seeing how you're doing. This is also Miss Ali is doing the artboard choices with you. And so this was the one that I picked. I picked that you can draw an anime or cartoon character. And so I'm painting Sailor Moon, right? So this is an example of something you can do. It's not the only thing that you can do, right? So let's see. Okay. Let's do. Okay, so right now I'm gonna add this pink color here, and I'm mixing it with a lot of white, right? So pink and white together. Okay, so what I wanna do is add more, if you take a look at the sketch that I have, right? So this is the sketch that I have, this is the real thing here, okay? So the sketch that I made, it has a dark pink here and a dark pink here, and then in the middle is this light color. So I've gotten the light color throughout the whole thing, and now I can layer and add those darker colors here, right? So this is just kind of a reference for you to see what I'm working with. I guess maybe I can put this here. Can you see it if I put it here? Yeah, I'll move this one out the way. So that's kind of what I'm working with right now. Very fun. So let's see. Let's do the ends here. Ah, yes. So this is starting to be the color that I want. Very good. And then it looks like there's just a very diagonal line here. And then this color begins and blends in right here, blends into this a little bit. And notice I'm kind of going off the edges a little. That's fine. I can just go back in blue and then and add another layer to make the hair look more alive. So something I wanted to do and kind of stray from this was I made this a little bit too thin. So I wanted to go back and make it thicker, and that's totally possible. We can, right? So sometimes you accidentally make things, make a mistake. You can just go back in and see. So I'm just going back in. I'll move this out the way. See a little bit better. It's very easy to layer over that blue. Super easy. It's cool. So I'm able to fix my mistakes very easily with acrylic paint. Very cool. Cool. Okay. So that's kind of what I have going so far. I'm going to go in and add a little bit of a darker pink right here. That's just by adding more pink. Remember, because I added pink and white before. So I'm going to add a darker pink here. Layer that in. And then I see in my sketch, I actually have a little bit of purple that divides this section from this section. So I'm just going to add just a little bit of purple, about this much. It's actually a little more than a little. It's a medium amount of purple. Okay, a little bit of the light purple as well. So I mixed it together and it's on my brush now like this. And I'm just going to start layering it together. You don't immediately notice. I'm not just putting all purple on there and saying, okay, it's time to blend. I'm doing a little at a time. Okay. Very fun. Now I'm adding more and more purple together. Again, always going back and trying to mix it with the original. Okay, very cool. So now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to rinse my brush. I'm going to take that dry brush again, the brush that didn't have anything on, and I'm going to just go like this. Have that dry brush do some magic here. Okay. Go back in with my now clean brush that's wet. And just mix that in. Very good. And again, if I don't like how that looks, I can always add in another layer, right? Another layer on top. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry in the meantime. It looks incomplete. It looks like it's not finished, but that's okay, right? You're layering things together. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna go now and add in this part here. So if you notice in the Sailor Moon sketch that I have here, there's kind of these bubbles of light that shine in the background for her. And so I'm gonna add those in. Okay, I'm gonna start doing that. And how I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna mix. Remember, you're gonna use a lot of white. I'm gonna use the white with a little bit of blue. Okay. What I'm actually just gonna do is I'm gonna draw that in. Just like that. It was very dramatic, right? I just kind of said, okay, I'm gonna do it. and that's it. Another section that's in is right over here. I'm gonna draw it there. Another section that's in, it looks like kind of right over here. I'm gonna draw that in. And it looks like there's another one right over here. I'm gonna draw that in. I think I might have gotten all of oh, there's one on the bottom right here. I'm gonna draw that in. Okay, so I have all the different sections where this light is coming from. This like these bubbles that are very, uh, very shiny. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just slowly gonna make this darker. I have my blue, dark blue. I'm mixing with white. I'm gonna just gonna go back in. I'm just gonna keep making it darker. Right. Okay. Gonna make it darker here. I'm just gonna add some more dark blue. And I'm gonna keep making it darker. Layer after layer. Just gonna make it darker. Okay. And then when that dries, I can add even a darker blue on top of it, right? And that's going to blend this back in. So you can kind of see it more with this one because this actually started drying a little bit more by adding this blue here. It's still going to show. It's still going to be present. Okay. Notice I'm not going to the very edge, right? I'm just kind of painting around like this. Very cool. Okay. Check it out. It's cool. It's got some character to this. Very fun. So there's about 7 minutes left before I leave you for today, before our next live stream. Uh, if you're watching this and trying to see it all the way through, just know that I'm here for you. You know, your friends are here for you. Don't forget about them. Always send them chats in the group chats, video chat, FaceTime with people when you get a chance to, right? It's really important you stay connected with your friends or your family during this time. People, um, message someone you haven't talked to in a really long time. Say, hey, how are you doing? That's kind of what I did. I messaged a couple of my old friends and I said, hey, how are you? How's your family? And even that in itself, sometimes it feels a little awkward, or it might feel a little shy, but doing those things can really forge bonds, right? It can really make those connections again and make those bonds and make those friendships with people. And so I really encourage you to do that. Reach out to a friend, reach out to a family member, reach out to a cousin, right? Check in on them, you know, make sure they are in your thoughts. Make sure uh, people are taking care of you and you're taking care of them, you know? So all I'm doing right now is I'm literally just going back and forth and I'm adding more layers when I can. Some places making them this area lighter, some places making it darker. So here I'm making it lighter, right? You can go back and make it darker. But if you notice, you have light, a little bit darker, very dark, and then the natural color there. So it's going to start to show itself. I'm going to actually add in a little bit more of this dark blue here. And this is where you're going to start to see it down here. There we go. Okay. A little bit more here. I did promise you something. I did promise you that you would get to see my dog. So while this dries, I'm gonna go collect my dog here. Collect my dog. I will be right back. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Say hi. Come on. Come on, say hi. Go ahead. It's okay. This is Ranger. Say hello. He's shy. He's so shy. Okay, come on, Ranger. It's okay. Don't be scared. Come on. You want to see them again? Yep. So here's my dog. This is Ranger. Oh no, he is just all over the place now. Okay. All right. Well, we tried. Okay. So let's see how much time we have. We have about 3 minutes left. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, oh, let me close the door. Let me know if you have any questions about anything. What am I trying to say? Yes, questions. This is not for sale. No, but phew. You are all amazing, strong students, and you all have great qualities to you, great skills, and you are resilient. I always say that to you. You're very resilient. Oh, might just come back in. But you will all get through this. You will make it through. It will be hard. It will be a tough situation, but I have faith in all of you that you will make it through this. Okay. Let me know. Let me know if you need anything. You can Jupiter message me or respond as quickly as I can. Anything that you need, anything like that, I'll be here for you. Okay, so looks like it's 2 minutes left. I can keep doing some painting if you want, but other than that, you are free to go. You're free to peace out. I will end the live chat, and as always, these live chats are recorded, so you'll be able to access them anytime you need to on YouTube. Like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Yay! But yes, please, if you haven't talked to your other friends, make sure everyone is in my class on Google Classroom. What I would really like to do is make sure that your friends know, everybody knows, and that Google Classroom is a thing that Discovery is doing. So please text your friends and make sure that they are on Google Classroom, okay? No new updates as for now. I don't want to overwhelm you, but I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Make sure you're on Google Classroom and like and subscribe. Yay! How much time we got left? We got 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute left. Hopefully I'll be able to post this with the songs. Maybe I have to mute the song. I don't know how that works. I'm not like making these videos for money, so I think I should be fine. I'm just making it for the benefit of all of you. So yes, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm kind of at a loss for words. So I think we're gonna cut it short. We're gonna cut a little bit early, but oh no, it's exactly 2:00 now. This is great. All right, so I kept my Ramas. I kept it till 2. I will see you all next time when we do a live stream, or next time we chat on the internet. All right. Have a great weekend, everyone. Remember, the assignments are due tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. You 2 assignments, right? The pick 2 from the artboard project, and then the weekly question. Make sure you do them. Okay. Bye, everyone. Okay. Yes.